Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Aizamk and to this best of seven match between two legends of this game. On the left, Aizamk with his weird, let's say, or innovative at least, strategies, and on the right, the one and only Kaiserklein, former number one of the ladder, being challenged by Revnek for the title. Um, I am Dunamai. I am joined today with my good friend McLeaves. How's it going, McLeaves?
Hello, doing fine. Very excited for this top tier match.
Top tier is indeed a good way to say it. I think these kind of clashes between Aizamk and Kaiserklein have, dotted the history of the game of great matches. I think there have been Saturday SmackDown already in legacy between Aizamk and Kaiserklein. I could be wrong. I know that Aizamk was accustomed to playing those. This is actually how I discovered Aizamk back in the day on YouTube on the Saturday SmackDown with Zuta Zuta and Interjection. So we are still waiting for the players, which is normal. The match is supposed to begin in a few minutes. We do have the map pool. This is on the top left of your screen. So very interesting map for us today. We have, so the last map pool is Dakota, Florida, Alaska, Scandinavia, Wallachia, Grand Chaco, and Arctic territories. What do you think about this map pool, McLeaves?
Well, I don't know whether we've got the time to really cover all of them, but in let's say in general, I like the I like the pool. There's some interesting maps. Alaska and Grand Chaco are particularly interesting with their absence of TP. And then Florida, of course, has the extra market for the start. So that's a very nice one. I think especially Arctic territories, Wallachia, and maybe Dakota kind of promotes aggressive play. So that will be interesting and very interesting as well.
All right. Interesting that
not a lot of water actually.
Yeah.
Sorry to cut you. Yeah. I suppose Scandinavia has some water, and especially Florida is a well-known water map. Alaska is a very good water map. That's true. I take that back. There's some good water here.
Yeah, I was about to say Alaska is pretty good. I've seen some Portuguese mirror go crazy with some with about 1 million TC, on the middle part of the water where all the whales are. But I don't think we'll see a lot of Portugal even on Alaska. I don't think any of them is a really hard Portugal lover. I know Kaiserklein kind of associate Portugal with Revnak, so I'm not really sure he'll enjoy playing Portugal. But I'm pretty sure both of them are more than capable of switching to ports should the need arise.
Let me grab some statistics on these players. Just in a moment. Will be interesting. So I'll start with Kaiserklein, who on the ladder mostly plays Germany and French. Well, I think that's nothing new. He's played Malta and Dutch as well, but Germany is really his main squeeze, which is quite interesting for a Frenchman, by the way. But I think he's well, as we all know, he's just such a good player with the standards civs. Although Malta is Malta a standard civ? I think that's kind of up for debate. And let's check Aizamk as well. I was searching because
I know I've seen Aizamk playing a lot of Russia, but again, that's the great thing about Aizamk is that it really doesn't mean anything because next thing you know, he could play like Hausa Masgriot's Rush or something like that and make it work. Like we're all like, that's not supposed to work, and yet it does because it's Aizamk, and be like baffled at how how can he
Well,
make those things work?
yeah, it's amazing. He plays all civs. I just checked on on the leaderboard, and you can kind of see which civs he plays, how many games he's got with them, and what his win rates. And none of the civs he's playing 21 civs. None of the civs is missing. It's insane. Being able to be such an all around player is really it's ridiculous. It's so impressive. I really like that. That's also something that just excites me about Aizamk, because you just don't know what's going to happen,
And I think it's actually an advantage for him. Like, when you see Aizamk play, one thing you can know for sure is you won't know what he's going for. You just won't. You'll have to adapt on the fly. So I think this is one of the
And
strengths against Kaiserklein. Well, Kaiserklein
yeah,
obviously
but
has
on the
this power of micro and this micromanagement of army that we all know and love.
yeah, it's like Lionheart is pointing out. He's got an 82.6 win rate with over 1,700 games. I can't even describe how insane that is.
I mean, maybe it's time to nerf semi-FF. I don't know. Even then, like
Maybe
as Bo Enjoyer, he was not semi-FFing. It was just like going almost pure
I
crossbow
know
and making it
exactly.
work.
Yeah, I think it's just for a large part, it's just a question of being a micro beast, like the way he uses his units, and he there are no mistakes. Basically, it's insane, and the good calls, the choosing the right strategy, and just making the right units at the right time, moving them perfectly. It's just the hallmarks of a pro, really.
So we are talking right now to the player. They are about to begin the game.
Mm. Yeah, they're kind of pick the right server, and Italy is banned. I understand.
Italy is still banned. For a moment, players were indifferent about it, but at the end it was decided that Italy would be banned. I fully expect this high-level Italy ban to be lifted or at least rediscussed on the next patch. Um,
Yeah, there's a lot of changes, so I think there will have to be reevaluated for sure. Is there anything else that's off limits today?
there was natives that were discussed as off-limit, but map selection took care of that by basically disabling said NAT because they are not on the map.
Oh yeah, I understood it was like Hanover stun that was not allowed, and then some Oldenburg tech. Oh,
So
okay, so
we
we get the civs here.
Yeah,
Maybe
let
you
me
can
just
present them.
update. I'm going to update them.
Oh yeah.
So, Aizamk is playing the one and only US of A, while Kaiserklein is playing the one and only French. So, obviously, I think it's going to be easier to present what French can do for Kaiserklein. We all know he loves semi-FF, loves skirmgooning. He's well known for that. And yeah, so the the skirmishes, the goon, sometimes artillery behind it, often a cuirassier switch, and there you have it. So that would be more
Yeah, for
French,
you say
strong. Go ahead.
sorry. Yeah, I was already transitioning to Aizamk. Well, you say we've got a various, a very many different builds. Someone in chat suggesting You might be going Scottish immigrants. That's a very good possibility. It always depends the map a little bit. And do we know what map it is?
We do know what map it is. Let me get that for you, sir. It is... The first map is Dakota. So very good TP maps. So this is also something USA loves. You can go Chinese immigrants into, which, by the way, is a very good start for a Scottish immigrant rush. You can also go for... USA is so ridiculously versatile. It's really interesting as a civ. There are more defensive playstyle or more boomy playstyle, but with the amount of resources you want to take over in Dakota, we're talking the coin mine in the middle, we're talking the trade line, this cliff in the middle that forbids you to access the natural resources. So there's a lot of stuff you want to take and or protect. So you need to be on the map in Dakota.
Yeah, that's right. And you always have these quadrants, right? The map is kind of divided into 4 quadrants, like Bohemia, but with actual obstacles. Like, yeah, it's really similar to Bohemia, but it's not as bad because you can move through the middle. But you still have to kind of choose whether you expand to the left or to the top if you're in the right corner, or vice versa.
Definitely. So we are still waiting for the delay on the player spot.
So should I start a prediction then?
You can start the prediction, yeah.
I will start a prediction.
I would be very surprised to see Kaiserklein going for another play than semi-FF, but it could be doable. I have seen in the past Kaiserklein going for more H2 Musk-Huss play, if I am not mistaken. And this is something you can consider on Dakota, given this need to get on the map. However, I think we all know Kaiserklein has preferences and way to play that he prefers, namely the semi-FF. So that would be that's going to be the question for this game, a game that we now have access to. So I'm going to jump in the game. Let me put you in the transition mode while I go for the
predictions up.
So
no Lake Victoria for the Kaiser. Lake Victoria is not in the map pool this time, no.
So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this first game in the best of 7 match between Aizamk in the color red playing the US of A on the top, on the northwest of the map, against Kaiserklein in blue, playing he's French. So we talked about Dakota a bit. We also talked about the matchup. Do you want to add anything, McLeese?
Oh yeah, definitely. I want to talk about the predictions. We see that we've got a massive lead for Kaiserklein. Well, it's not that surprising. He's one of the probably the top 1 player of this game, like the very best that we have in the community. But actually, as I say that, Azam's prediction score is growing and growing, and it's kind of evening out a little bit. I'm very excited for this. Like we got a lot of channel points on the fence, and we'll see what happens here. Both players already take a TP. What do you think about that?
So in terms of scouting, Kaiserklein really choosing to use his native scout for more of as a help to get this treasure, 90 food treasure, really nice treasure. We might even see, we're definitely going to see a 12 stand from Kaiser. And this treasure is going to help tremendously.
Oh yeah, it looks like he hasn't chopped any wood.
While
Chinese
Kaiser,
immigrants coming in for USA.
yes, sir. While Kaiserklein, as always, enlisting the help of the local fauna. It's not an elephant, but it is a dog. It's fauna nonetheless. Um,
Aizamk, yeah. Rizal. Interesting name.
definitely is going to be able to grab that treasure easier. The dog being essentially another explorer in melee in terms of damage. Aiken asking when 1080p stream. So the stream is not 1080p from what I hear. If we have the time, I will check that out after the game. Thanks for pointing that out, Aiken.
After the game one. Good point, yeah. He's just so washed. Rizal is beanies related to me, yeah. I suppose so.
So we have
Oh well.
capitalism coming in for Aizamk. Aizamk forgetting a bit about his trading post rickshaw,
Oh
while
no.
Kaiserklein is getting with the
Oh, there we go.
quartermaster. There we go. And that would
I
have been
definitely saw
really good.
Scottish immigrants in the deck too. And
Oh
it's
yeah,
getting
let me
scouted
check the
by
decks. You are right. Oh my god, can you imagine a more standard deck for France? I'll wait. All right,
this
so
is
I mean,
so
it,
many
it,
crates too.
it works. It worked 10 years ago. Why change?
Wait, we're paused?
Yeah, the game is paused by the players. So, as for
gives us time
exam,
to check the other deck, yeah.
yeah, as for exam, we do have something that looks like a Scottish immigrant rush.
Yeah,
Something
he's
to
got the native
note
treaties, he's got
is that we don't have, however, the Arkansas post being chosen by Aizamk. And I think in Scottish Immigrant Rush there are more often than not this card that gives you 3 trading post rickshaws, and that enable these rickshaws to build. I think it's churches, and outpost. If I'm not mistaken, and saloons also. That was the one I was forgetting. So, and obviously a gigantic chipment curve going on for Aizamk with 3 TP before the 4-minute marks. Kaiserklein being very happy with his TP because there's a decent chance Aizamk upgrades the TP, so he's going to have an upgraded TP pretty much for free. Good scouting on the part of Aizamk. And thank you for the raid pre-food party with 42 people. Thank you very much.
Yeah, that's so nice.
For those joining us, this is game 1. You barely missed anything. Game 1, 4 minutes into the game between Aizamk and Kaiserklein. As we see Kaiserklein going for an early Rax. So maybe no semi-FF here. Maybe
he scattered 80% of the map. This is crazy.
Uh-oh. Did I see? Did I see what I see?
Pikes, yeah.
That's a pike. We may see a pike bow rush.
But I think USA has scouted the barracks tower.
He just did with Frijole. Or whatever.
Yeah, here we go. Yeah, you're right.
Pronunciation is.
There's a trade post rickshaw just running from that forward base. Trying to get to the natives, I suppose. Saloon going up. Pennsylvania Declaration or whatever it's called coming in.
And Irish Brigadiers in the saloon, so that's really nice against a bow pike.
Yeah, those things are beasts.
And Aizamk just saw there's another Rax going up, so he knows what's up. The question is, will he able to hold the tide?
Did you see that? I love Kaiserklein just running that one pike that was about to die and just managing to save it for not to fight for another day. It's such insane. See that guy, 21 HP, would have been shot
And the
if he didn't.
Irish
And
Brigadier is
he's going to
coming
do
in.
it again.
Yes, sir. And the problem is now he's snared, and these crossbows are not long for this world. But they do manage to get a decent trade. However, keep in mind that these guys get promotion the more kills they get. Nice use of the cover mode here. The thing is now, Kaiserklein has 13 crossbows all of a sudden. And
yeah, he's bow enjoyer now.
What? He's bow enjoyer? No one knew that. So if we take a tally, we have 6 Irish Brigadiers, and my guess is we might see 5 Highlander coming up very soon. No, actually we have 8 state militias, so Kaiserklein, Aizamk opting to go more with the standard units rather than mercs.
I think he's going to lose his Salonia there.
And if he loses his
Look at the constant back and forth of these crossbows.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, he backs off.
I mean,
not for long.
He's getting an insane trade.
Yeah, this is really good. This is showcasing why. Oh, those guys got just in time.
So close. Like, I mean,
he did kill one of them, but
this is good for Aizamk though, because if these Irish Brigadiers didn't pop, I think it was pretty much GG for Aizamk. He will live to fight another day. There's a decent amount of coin that is very safe for Aizamk.
yeah.
And the map is pretty generous in terms of in-base coin.
This guy's meeting house is losing TP there.
I don't know if that's voluntary for Aizamk, but that gave him the location of the army, so that's really nice. He knows he doesn't have to worry about anything. Aizamk going with native treaty, and I don't think that's such a good idea. He's gonna lose that trading post.
Yeah, but he's got is he going to try to save it? I don't think. I don't think he will.
I think
he's getting the other native TP, so he's still going to get something out of that. But
this state militia are in a very tough spot.
Yeah, I don't like this split.
As for Kaiserklein, he is switching to Mark, so this is an H2 play. He has absolutely no need to go H3, at least in his mind. He really wants to enjoy the domination he has over the map. Good touch on Kaiserklein to get this scout and get vision. Aizamk with the Cheyenne Riders. Not the best cav in the game, especially when you don't have cav against you. But, you know.
They do the snaring job, I suppose.
Yes? I am wounded. Fetch a order. Yes.
Aizamk losing his explorer. I don't think he has a flag anywhere.
The map control is pretty good for Kaiserklein.
Kaiserklein has great map control, but Aizamk with the flank of 3 Hussar, can he make it work? He's going to force the pikemen, which is going to be really good because those Irish Brigadier will be able to get some kills and promotion. But Kaiserklein.
Oh no! The state militia just moving through. Oh gosh!
And I think this is going to be a tough one to get back from. The Irish Brigadiers have some promotion, but it's just not enough to turn the tide against Kaiserklein's 20 crossbows.
He's got pre-tracker.
tree tracker. I think it's
I thought-
from the. Oh,
Yeah, because he probably got the Pennsylvania. Did he send that card? Or
that is a good point. No, Tammany Festival is not there. However, he does have Scottish immigrants coming up.
oh wait, he's got the native TP on the other side of the.
Oh,
trade
right, you're right.
trade line. I suppose that's where it comes.
Oh, and wait a minute. Aizamk is preparing a bob, and that could be game changing. We have carbon cars, a saws, a bit delayed on the pop, but the Scottish immigrants are coming any minute now. 7 of
There
them.
they are.
Maybe you can put them in melee mode.
Do
Look at that micro.
you have
2
any
of them
Minutemen
just-
available now?
And unfortunately not, because he greeted with the trading post.
Well, that was an extra Highlander, so I guess that makes sense. He does beat this back, but
At what cost, though? That's his entire army and entire eco, and all the while, it would seem that Kaiserklein is macroing for an age up.
France's eco is also just so good.
31
Oui.
Croix de Bois,
TP.
meaning about 38, I'd say, villagers, against 27. Even though there is, if I remember correctly, a bank somewhere. Yeah. So it's 31
He's got the
against
trickles. He's got the bison apparently. He's got the bison
Cheyenne
from the
hunting
Cheyenne.
grounds coming up, so
And
12
In
bison.
comes after Scottish immigrants, we get Irish immigrants, and that means a whole lot of extra bills.
It was 6 villagers extra. 34
Six
against
bills. That was a
32.
very good shipment.
Obviously, remember the CDBs are better, so we're about at 40 now. The main problem is that Kaiser is going with the exiled prince right now, so
Yeah.
I don't know how Aizamk can stop this when Kaiserklein has 10 musketeers and 10 crossbow, and Aizamk has basically his Scottish immigrant shipment and a bunch of hussar, and that's it. But we're gonna see. The advantage of the Cheyenne hunting ground is that
Yes.
Aizamk is in
Orders,
no
yes.
fear of running out of food,
Yes. I'm ready.
so there's something. Dakota is also pretty generous with the hunts. Aizamk,
And of course, he's got the coin trickles too.
Yeah. And keep in mind, he also has capitalism, which is worth about 2 villages on coin. Even 3, actually.
He's got the bank, he's got capitalism, and he's got the Pennsylvania trickle, so it's quite a lot of coins. And the saloon, which also trickles a little bit.
And now that you say that, we see that Aizamk's score is actually getting really close to Kaiserklein's. Maybe with all the hidden eco, USA has actually better eco.
I don't know. It must be pretty close, and here's a raid idling some careers.
I think
2,000
Aizamk got the
come in.
information. Yeah,
Popped it.
Aizamk
Yeah.
has, and this is huge. Aizamk knows the Falconets are here, so this won't be like a
He's going to
cuirassier
age.
or something.
He's
Yes,
aging
sir.
right now. What's he aging? Tennessee, as a coal mine and
Orders.
the skirmisher shipments.
So,
Really
Really
nice.
nice.
I thought it was.
it's
Sharpshooters.
more range for outwoods and sharpshooters, you're right.
Yeah.
Um,
For sure.
So really nice because he will have hunts in base, and he'll also have a coal mine in base. Should he choose to,
Oh. Yeah.
send the card. And we know that
See-
Kaiserklein sometimes struggles against defensive play, as he's losing his patience. So it's actually a good play. But,
Oh, no!
my god! Oh! The thin red line getting absolutely thinned out right now. And
Yeah.
I think,
Oh,
and the outward range shot, that is
That
It-
was unfortunate.
And the 33 veteran musketeer plus the two falconets. Aizamk going to fortress and needs to defend, well, with 4 sharpshooters and 5 hussar against what is pretty much a doomsday wave for him. So that's gonna be hard. Aizamk choosing to use the villagers as a meat shield.
What's he going to ship right now? He's going to take out those fox.
All the while, I mean, he's doing fine-ish, but I think the town center is going down anyway. That is it.
Yeah.
Town center going down. Dragoons.
And a massive amount of goons just joined the party.
Just going in. The hussars.
I'm running out of baguettes. I need more baguettes. Fuck
Exactly.
me.
Cuirassiers come in.
Maybe
yeah,
I'm gonna go out later to buy more.
Kaiserklein definitely buying more baguettes, and Aizamk trying to buy time, but I think that's not going to be enough. Aizamk running for the hills. Aizamk with the good micro on the sharpshooters, but I don't think that will be enough.
He picked up some.
Aizamk sending rolling artillery, so he has a shipment point right there. So all is not lost for Aizamk, but this is going to be extremely tough to get back from.
What is your command? I'm ready. What is your command?
Yeah.
Although do note that, and as I said, I was about to say, there's no counter for the sharpshooter except the falconets, but I think I saw some cuirassier coming.
Cuirassiers coming.
Kaiserklein.
Got the Gatlings being taken care of already.
Kaiserklein just taking no chance and taking care of all the angles, not letting
positioning
back into this game.
Look at that Gatling positioning there. That is really nice. I mean, he
Gatling
gets so
position is
many
nice.
kills with them, but yeah, the Cuirassiers just taking care of that. I think that's going to be maybe the Skoon shipment's going to do something.
I don't see how. Yeah, and Aizamk calling it.
Yeah.
GG's.
Oh,
Well played
Yep.
by
Good play.
Kaiserklein. Kaiserklein going for an H2 play, despite us and maybe Aizamk expecting for the classic Aizamk semi-FF, classic Kaiserklein, sorry, semi-FF. So maybe Kaiserklein with a bit of the big brain play here. What do you think about this game, McLeod?
It almost worked. For a moment, the scores were looking quite even after the age ups, and really the two Falcons was kind of unanswered, which is I suppose it's really tough with USA because their two Falcon shipments are replacement of it. It doesn't really counter the normal two Falcons that well, and it also just I don't think he had a shipment ready for H3, which kind of cost him as well.
Mm-hmm. It definitely felt like a reactive H3. Not something he wanted to do, but something he had to do to just match Kaiserklein. So, if we look at the post game a bit, switching post game mode, Aizamk actually has the most unit killed. That's interesting, and the most unit
He's
lost.
got fire.
In terms of resources, it was surprisingly close. If we look at the military union population, Kaiserklein just jumping on Aizamk's throat and just never letting go. 25 units before 7 minutes, and you see that it was just Aizamk trying again and again to break this chokehold that Kaiserklein had, and unfortunately not succeeding.
Well, the trades were quite even until age 3, but then especially when he ran his. That was just a very unfortunate moment when he ran his Highlanders into Kaiserklein's army. That was yeah, it was a shame. I don't think he meant to do that, and sometimes you just click somewhere and then yeah, the timing was just.
Yeah, definitely. And also, imagine if those guys had been in melee trying to cover the Gatling guns. This actually might have been a different game.
Yeah.
All
Thanks,
right.
Gigs, for the extra subs for sub gift for Nick, and yeah,
Actually, yeah.
nice
Thanks.
nice that you come to help create some hype here.
All right. Let me put you guys in the transition mode while I figure out the stuff.
Figuring out stuff is like one of our main businesses over here.
Oh, we are in the business of figuring out stuff. We are that good.
Yeah.
So, first match. Going for Kaiserklein. Interesting. Going for Kaiserklein with France. There it is. The second map on this best of 7 will be Florida. We were talking about Florida previously with with the free market and a very big amount of resources. So do we have some? Let me see if we have something for the maps actually. Florida. No, we don't have Florida. Kaiserklein telling me that the game has already started. So we are.
You
Go ahead.
sorry, just to make sure you set the streaming quality at tonight.
Yeah. Let me load up the game and I'll check about this stream quality. So we are loading the game. Let me update the civilizations. It will be the British for Aizamk versus Bow and Joyous Civ Malta in the hands of Kaiserklein on the map Florida. So while I'm checking out why there's a problem with the streaming, oh, actually,
Never thought I'd see the day Kaiserklein plays Malta. Yeah, no, apparently he does like them, and really Malta is it's not such an off-meta civ as Africa civs or natives, but it's still kind of it's really a DE civ with some interesting
so I
interesting
changed
stuff going on. So.
I changed some parameters. I don't know if this will enable the high res mode, because to make sure of it, I would need to restart the stream, and I want to keep the ball rolling. Let me know if this works, and if not, we'll have to keep on going, or I'll try something else. Let me put you guys into transition mode.
Kaiser is bow enjoyer. Yeah, he is. And
He is
really, on this map, Florida, that is like exactly what you want, because Florida has 2 natives that buff archers, and it has good water, which is also good for Malta. So, a really good choice here, I think.
Yeah, and as you're saying it, on
Ladies
the
and gentlemen,
South front,
welcome back.
exactly as interjection would say, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. We have the second game of the best of seven in the southern part of the map, Kaiserklein,
Exploring the backside.
uh,
Wow.
with Malta against Aizamk in the northern part of the map.
This I like a lot.
As
This I like a lot.
Brits. So right away, Kaiserklein researching the hunting dogs. It would seem that Aizamk has no intention of researching it because we don't have any coin being gathered. You were saying something about the archers, McLeese, so I'll let you finish about that.
Yeah, it's the natives here that really synergize well with archers. Both of these civs are very good archer civs, so yeah, I expect to see a lot of those.
So we have the Seminole, and we also have the Caribs. So you can add a one-time damage bonus in the villager, 10% hit points. So essentially, this is just infantry breastplate, but more expensive, as you can research it again. And this is basically archer attack. So both civilization enjoying these techs because obviously Brits also have their longbows. So I think this was the reasoning behind both players to be able to have this this staple, these archer units buffed as a staple of their army. But we'll see how it goes. So, Kaiserklein just researching hunting dogs in terms of exploration. Very low amount of exploration for Kaiserklein, a bit more for Aizamk. That is waiting for the crackshot, I guess, for the pineapples. We do note that there is no two villager shipment. Obviously, Brits may get 3 villagers back in the next patch, but we're on the previous patch, so I guess they don't. And Aizamk going with Greenwich time.
Yeah. Got TP, double TP, sending 300 wood right now. You might actually get the natives. See.
So 300 wood is interesting for Brits because it's essentially 2 villagers,
It's
but
two
better.
vil.
Because you get the XP
Yeah,
for
that's
building
right.
it, and you get 20 extra wood. So I've seen a lot of people going for distributivism, but if you want a bit more tempo, I think 300 wood is really interesting. And Aizamk, I'd say racing towards the H2 because GMT is giving him like this increased age of speed. I'd be curious to see if he goes for a fast fortress, as is often the case with a GMT build. It would seem he's not in a hurry to gather food, so maybe he's just going for standard H2 play.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's also very interesting, by the way, that we got a lead for Aizamk in the prediction. So we'll definitely, you guys have a lot of confidence in his build right now.
And let me just say, it's interesting because I have heard so many doomsayers saying that Brits will, buried 6 feet under after the loss of 3 villages. And, well, what do you know? Aizamk is leading the prediction with Brits. Interesting.
That doesn't mean that he also wins. We'll see that. Malta is starting
That is
with a big forward base. I don't think Brits has scouted it yet. No, he doesn't.
He just did.
There we go.
Outpost wagon just barely grazing the side of Kaiserklein's barracks.
And he's grabbed the natives. And he's grabbed I think those are the Caribs that he got. And
Caribs, I think so. Yeah, it was Caribs.
Yeah.
A lot of wood on Aizamk spot, so I think we could see a mana boom. interesting because when people think about mana booms, they expect, the cheaper mana card, the Virginia Company card. That Aizamk just content to boom up, even with.
I don't know if he's. Is it really booming up? I mean, he's training hussars. He's sending lombos.
And
This tower is not going to survive very long.
Kaiserklein just entering the mode Pike Bow the World. It worked the first game, it's gonna work the second.
Is it there? Yeah.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see definitely. But right now he's getting a lot of XP destroying those TPs and towers. And Malta definitely enjoys shipments when it comes to unit shipments and also unit buff. There's basically 4 excellent shipments you can send in H2 to buff your bow pike rush, either through numbers or stats. And Kaiserklein just being fearless about it. Like, he doesn't care. He's just gonna rush in with those pikes.
Wow, that was a long shot.
These guys are pretty well known for that. And I think this was an out of range shot. They still had visions somehow.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It makes units just shoot halfway across the map nowadays. Let's see. Oh man, he's going very far with those longbows.
I'm not sure that's a great idea, but because he has nothing to defend right now.
Did he cancel his assault? Does he still... Oh, he's got them in Kaiserklein's base.
Oh, you're right, actually.
Oh, but of course there are pikes over here.
8 pike shipments.
Man, amazing.
Popping off.
Just getting caught right away. And meanwhile, stable is going down. Shipping 600 wood. Getting his archers back. Losing the stable there. Minutemen being called.
Ooh, good surround from Aizamk. And these pikes are chasing with the hussar, but the main mass is not here. Although these Explorer are doing a lot of work tanking shots. All right, Aizamk still going according to plan, I'd say, even though he lost his barracks.
I would have loved to see some carabinators because they also counter the archers, so it would be a pretty interesting call.
Yeah, for those
not that cheap.
For those that come here from Legacy, Carib Lowgunners now have multiplayer against all infantry, up from heavy infantry. So they're not skirmishers; they're pretty much like ranged lancers infantry or some kind. It's weird. Pretty weird. People are saying Kaiser is the best by far. I mean, the micro on this squad was insane. And as pretty much all the fights we saw right now, it's always a pleasure to watch Kaiser's micro. Even though Aizamk had, I would say, the tactical advantage in some sort with the pop, with the surround. Aizamk, Kaiserklein, like a Neil, I'd say, just slipping away from Aizamk's grasp.
Yeah, and watch this. Aizamk hasn't got his great cards yet, and Harrison would be very angry at this, losing his market without having that tech.
Also, keep in mind that these manor houses, they give a lot of XP. It's 84 per house, compared to a standard house, which is 40. So every time those pikes destroy a manor house, this is essentially like a quarter of a shipment that Kaiserklein gets. And not only it buffs the pikemen, but it buffs absolutely everything else because of the Maltese mechanic of more HP per shipment.
Yeah. So strong. Going straight for the barracks. Yeah, I think that's the right call. And just nice little cover mode, out of cover mode. Swing those torches.
So something interesting to note is that Kaiser switched off of cover mode because he realized something, and that's actually super interesting. This pikeman has 45 HP when he gets shot, so cover mode or not, he dies in 2 shots, so he doesn't care. But next shipment, you could expect him to go for cover mode in between shots.
That's how insane the knowledge and the micro is. It's just so good. And Madonna's right in chat. He said that when you watch Kaiserklein, it all looks so easy.
Oh yeah. You're like, I can do that too, and then you jump in rank, you lose half your army because you forget to look, and you realize, oh, it's just because of Kaiserklein. Never mind. Blackburn saying bow enjoyer and enjoying bow.
Yeah.
He definitely is enjoying bow right now, and right now I would expect Kaiserklein to go for a cover mode move. Obviously, Aizamk gonna focus the low HP one. Oh no, never mind. He won't cover mode. Maybe he prefers to use his APM for something more valuable, like this fight right now. And I think that is pretty much GG.
I don't know.
The Aizamk
Briskin really hang on, and just you know they can still get vills by just making houses, right? So it's not over yet.
Ooh, actually, all the
There's an
while,
interesting
Kaiser had 28
Arabs.
vills actually.
What's the balance of how many does Ace have?
29 villager, 13 idle against 42 for Aizamk.
42. Yeah, I see. It's not over at all. It's not over at all.
Aizamk with more villagers but no town center.
And picks off another vill there. And these blowmen, these blowgunners have a... Wait, did I see that right? They have a... Oh, he died. They have a... It seems like they've got...
They have a multiplier against
against
villagers, yeah. Because he made the technology to get more damage to villagers.
Oh, goodness. And that's how he got all those hills, and he just picked off the one just before it went into the TC. That is so mean.
The problem is, Kaiser has 55 units, and Aizamk has 10.
Yeah.
So he has a better eco, but can he just hold this massive archaic tide that's coming towards him? That's really the question.
Poor Sars.
Oh, Kaiserklein being magnanimous. The outpost coming in. Does Kaiserklein... Yeah. Can Aizamk ship anything after that? Let's see.
I don't think it's going to last her long.
Both unit shipments have been sent, so the pikemen will like short work of anything of this outpost.
He is raiding. He's raiding in Kaiserklein's base again. Although it's not going to.
It's not going to matter much. Church going up, I think it may be for the line of sight, maybe to hunt down villagers.
And Kaiserklein's score is putting ahead right now, so.
Problem is,
I think
Aizamk has 1 million villagers, but they're running right now.
They're not running, they're dying.
Oh, can the longbow? Careful on the longbow.
Nice villager split here, and oh no, they run back and
Oh, but maybe they're used as a meat shield for those longbows.
yeah, that could
Yeah,
be.
but
Oh no,
Aizamk calling it.
it's just a bit too much. Yeah,
All
man,
right.
the bow pike rush, it's so strong, it's so good, and he just executes it perfectly.
I mean, this is why people recognize Kaiserklein as bow enjoyer before before he even said it. Like this level of micro has not been reached by a lot of people in this game through the ages, and it's it's just a defining characteristic at that point. And it's really interesting to see like the the power of Aizamk's strategies and his creativity just being beaten
Yes.
by sheer APM basically. So if you look at the post
Yeah,
game,
question here in
go
oh
ahead.
sorry.
No, go ahead. Do it.
Question here in chat: is Maltese X-Bow Pike Rush better than German one? I would say the scaling, especially as Nick points out, the scaling is just better on Malta, especially with their cogs. They just have so many cogs to buff bow pike. It's just really good. And there was another comment I wanted to. No, that's about it. It's I think you can go ahead quickly cover this and let's see
So
where they are for the games.
Aizamk again,
Starting
better KD, but Kaiser with the insane amount of military, also due to the fact that Aizamk lost his base, so we couldn't really replenish his number. And when it counted, the fight went in Aizamk's favor, and that is pretty much a redo of game one. Innovative strategy by Aizamk, um, really promising, being beaten back by raw APM.
Yeah, some walls would have been really nice. I see that we've got the next game starting already. So
Next game starting. So let me put you guys
I think
in.
the quality is still 720.
Uh,
Oh no.
um,
So we've got for the next game we've got Dutch against Sweden. I'll let you guys talk a bit about who we think will win that, and I'll start a prediction once we're ready for that. I'll close this one.
so let me update my output real quick. So I will have to end the stream for about 30 seconds. Keep stay tuned, and we will be back in a short while. See. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I don't see ESOC up yet. Do you see it?
Yeah, it seems
It's up.
back, and the quality is at 1080 now, so it seems to have
It's at
worked.
1080. All right. So
Caster is on. What do you mean? Caster is on 0605.
so
Oh, give me
stream.
my points. Give me my. Wait, I did. The heck? Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, I'm sorry for that. I'll do it right now.
Stream offline? No, stream is not offline, but
Give me points. Yeah, you all got to refresh the page.
so you should be
Ladies
able
and
to,
gentlemen, welcome back.
exactly. Welcome back, people. You should be able now to get 1080p. If it's laggy, feel free to tell me, I will cut the stream and start it back and try to see if I can do something. We have the next game, so I'm gonna accelerate a bit. Exactly, attack! As we have Kaiserklein's game. So the third game is on Alaska with Kaiserklein as Dutch. Let me just put that in. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to this third game in this best of 7 between Kaiserklein and Aizamk. Kaiserklein on the top of the map. Alaska is playing as Dutch against Aizamk playing as Sweden. Do you want to talk about the map or the matchup?
This map is it's really hard to tell which civ benefits the most. It's a no TP map, so both players I think chose their civs based on the absence of trade bursts. Yeah, I think Sweden. This map is kind of nice for Sweden because of the gold mines on the side here, and on the other hand, Dutch is also quite good here from experience, but not many water options, or not the best water civs, rather I would say for this map. So that's interesting.
I'd say in terms of the water situation, I would put Dutch ahead because Dutch stands to gain something from a fishing boat because of the low villager limit. Whereas Sweden really doesn't want to spend wood on something else than torps, right?
Yeah, not really.
So in terms of the matchup, interesting to see how Kaiserklein plays Dutch. I think it's a really good even naked FF civ, but it can definitely be played as semi-FF civ. I would give the advantage to Dutch, to be honest, because it's one of the few civ
Got the prediction
that have the mobility and the timings to really counter this this Swedish torp death ball economy. So I would give the advantage to Dutch, but I might be wrong, and feel free to say it in chat. If we look at the decks, Kaiserklein going for what is a pretty standard-ish deck. We see maybe Swiss Pikeman is not very standard. Go ahead, please.
Sorry, yeah, it's just about the matchup. I'll let you guys decide in the predictions. I've just started it, so you guys will have 2 minutes.
And for us, for Sweden, interesting, we have the Kalmar Castle. So this is a fort card, and around all of your forts, and namely this fort too, you have an aura that double the XP you get from fighting.
Yes, the Aztec aura, but then on a fort.
Exactly. So interesting. I wonder how is envisioning this. Neither player opting for a water deck, so I'd be curious to see whether we see water play.
I love Steppenwolf's comment. I bet on 2 banks and then pike the hell out of those dwarves. Yes, he's going to do pike skirm this time. Can't do pike bow, so we're bound to see some pikes though. I'm pretty sure that's right. Although Nootka are an interesting replacement for pikes actually, but I don't think we'll see a lot of that.
I mean, these guys are pretty good. there are native strategies based solely on these guys on this map. Kind of a Zerg rush strategy with these Nutkas, because you can get them in age 1 and really have a good time with native treaties should you have a tower or something.
In age 1?
Aizamk? Oh, you can create the TPs in age 1.
Oh, yeah.
And like the second you hit age 2, you send the ship.
My bad. Kaiserklein already up. Forward Ville
with the forward Ville, which is, you know, pretty standard for Swedes.
Kaiserklein is kind of walking around the mines with that envoy.
So we have a bit of an attack, being annoying. The explorer being annoying. The outpost wagon. Let's see where it goes. I could have sworn there was an outpost wagon. There you go. We have an outpost wagon coming. I would say next to the barracks. At least that would make sense. Yes, exactly next to the barracks. And Aizamk already topping up the map. It's 6 already. We have Aizamk going with the pikes. What's up with this pike meta? Alright. This time it's Aizamk with the pikes and a house behind it. Does he want to destroy the banks? I mean, this is a bit late.
Well, it's hard to really go in much earlier with Sweden, I think, but... okay, assaulting in. Bank wagon coming there from Kaiserklein, puts it down instantly.
Oh,
he's going for the house.
Just not going for the bank, he's going for the houses.
4 Villes on that barracks, trying to get that up as fast as possible, and there we go.
So lots of pressure on Kaiser's base. Kaiserklein with...
How's the housing situation looking?
He's housed. He's 100% housed, and he
housed.
will lose the other house. So right now he can't make any unit.
He doesn't have a... Oh, this is not a good situation. He needs to chop as soon as possible, and that's what he's doing right now. Yeah, he doesn't have a market yet, so he can't really trade his coin.
Interesting to see, will he go for a market or a house, actually? And he shoots.
No, he just needs a house. Yeah, he just needs a house to get some skirms out.
I mean, he could go for a market and then buy a house.
Yeah, but it takes too long. I think... Oh, well...
Yeah,
there we go.
Tempo is definitely something. You're right.
And there is wood shipment, so he's going to be fine now. But he definitely took some idle time there.
As for Aizamk, going for the crossbow, interesting. Thinking like, maybe I want to 2x bow pike too. Oh my god, what? Kaiserklein, what is this building? Hey, chat, does anyone know what this building is? I think it's the first time I see Kaiserklein building this.
Well, when you're playing Dutch, you're gonna have to, don't you?
Wow. Alright. So, chat, this is between us and you guys. Don't tell Revnak what happens. Because Kaiserklein will never hear the end of it. You know that, right? Alright, well, while I see the toxic walls in the chat, let's spam the toxic walls in the chat. Alright, so Aizamk...
Toxic walls.
Kaiserklein with a decent amount of units and the leather cannon coming in, so definitely it's on Aizamk's Aizamk's about to really put this to put pressure and make sure Kaiserklein is housed, because he has just spent too much. He can't go back. That said, the interesting thing about Swedes is that the leather cannon actually counters the skirmishers, so you can really.
Oh, but it doesn't counter hussars.
Oh wow! Look at
Ooh,
that!
that could be
Militia in
devastating.
between the whole wall, melee for the explorer, making sure, and I think that's it.
What a hole! What
Hey.
a hole!
So after 16 years, Kaiserklein discovering the wall and the power of defensive play. What a beast!
He's just through. I don't know, but it was definitely not a favorable fight. That was beautiful, says jump.
And does Aizamk has anything? He's gonna have to make another rack, right? Aizamk cancelling the 8 bike shipment and resending right after. He's switching to Huss. But here's the thing. Kaiser has 5 pikes and
3 units comp.
and 4 hussars, so that's more than enough to hold a batch. And even the sheer amount of skirmisher can put pressure on these bad boys. So I don't know how Aizamk can hold at that point, and I think it's Aizamk is trying to find a solution, but I don't know if there is a solution, to be honest. Well, Aizamk is going to lose, I think, all of these builds.
They probably don't have that great coat sound, do they?
Let's see if there are greatcoats. No greatcoats. But greatcoats is being researched, so
There we go. Good job, good job. And
go ahead.
does manage to kind of those Dutch spikes are just that's just what he needed there.
And
Managed
look
to
at
do.
that.
Yeah, and this is looking very bleak for
Aizamk 27 villagers and Kaiserklein 26, but keep in mind there are all the banks running all the while.
And the tops, like it's gonna.
But the torps, there's just 11 torps. I don't think that's enough to compete against 4 banks.
4 banks, yeah.
I'm still not over the fact that Kaiserklein made a wall. Maybe it's just me, but like.
Maybe it was a misclick, you never know.
And also keep in mind, he deleted the pillars. Like, it was not a misclick. He knew what it was doing. It was premeditated.
Yeah.
And I don't know if Aizamk can do something about it. Maybe he can like cockroach his way out of the situation. By torping everything and hoping that Kaiserklein is just playing defensive this game for some reason. Like,
Yeah, it's going to be tough. H3 coming in.
We have in the chat Lucas Aurelius. Kaiser often makes wall segment when he's tryharding. So, for the record, let us precise that this was a joke. We are fully aware that Kaiserklein know what walls are, but still don't tell Revner.
Oh, he's making a lot of them right now, so I think as Dutch, you just make walls as Dutch, like it's just part of the civ.
And at that point, let's face it, it's just Kaiserklein's games to lose now. He had all the agency in the world. Like he's H3. He could send infantry combat
With
and
Mike.
finish right away. He's taking his time. He's having a blast.
I would love to see Swiss bikes come in, and I'm pretty sure Sweden has nothing that really stops that anymore.
You're right, actually. To be fair, Aizamk is trying to go h3, but there is no TP on this map, so he is behind in terms of home city shipment, and so he won't be able to send 2 Falconets, even though we could see some use out of Kalmar Castle, actually. And Kaiserklein saving his villager from Aizamk's raid. He's looking more and more desperate. Aizamk with 11 units, while Kaiserklein has 44, of which 24 are veteran skirmishers and 9 are veteran hussar. Basically, only the pikes are not upgraded because I don't think Kaiserklein has any intention of making more.
Yeah, he's got reds now, right?
Yeah, and should he need siege, he could also go for halves, so he really doesn't need those pikes.
No.
More than happy to sacrifice them for the stable. And also, keep in mind, Kaiserklein gives absolutely zero fudge about these pikes, but he's still microing them. And Aizamk is just calling it.
Oh man, sad.
So Steppenwolf with a good element in the chat. Ace could tilt Kaiser with Inca next game. Maybe. I think at that point Kaiserklein is looking very solid, very calm, cool, and collected, in control, and really is showing us some really strong gameplay. And even though Aizamk, like we all know Aizamk, he's an insanely strong player, and 99% of the player base would be absolutely steamrolled by it. But even Aizamk's talent and knowledge of the game is just no match for Kaiserklein at peak performance. This is really a blast to see. At least for me, it's a blast to comment. I don't know about you, McLeod, but it's really a lot of fun to see those matches.
It's so incredible how good Kaiserklein is micro and macro. Like the resource distribution is just insane as well. Yeah, lovely.
All right, so post game. Now the KD is like heavily in Kaiserklein's favor. This time, Kaiserklein was really the player defending, and it definitely shows on the KD. Also, keep in mind that it's much more impressive because the KD is not population-based, but units-based. And Aizamk had 2 pop units as his favorite units. So, in terms of raw value, Kaiserklein made a lot more units, but he has still the majority of them, while Aizamk basically sunk 10,000 resources to essentially lose all of them. So really strong resource exchange through military here. And yeah, basically when we look at the attack of Aizamk on Kaiser's base, this is a slaughter.
And he got some houses, but apart from that, he didn't really get a lot of value out of that attack. So I could have been better.
Yeah, and I'm really pleased to see to see this level of play. I think sometime it's Saturday, we're having fun, but Kaiserklein really putting the emphasis on playing his best and giving us a great show, and we're thankful for that. Anything to add to this game, McLeese, before I jump to the next?
Well, it's interesting that he didn't play Germans yet. Pretty
yet.
interesting to see. How does
So,
Germany do against Inca? Oof. Well, that's a good question, man. I'm not entirely sure about that.
speaking of which, you said he didn't play Germany, right? Well, speaking
Not
of
yet. Well,
which, let me go to pre-match.
oh goodness.
We have the next. Let me just update the overlay. So Aizamk was Swedes, Kaiserklein was, and Kaiserklein won. We have the next match with Kaiserklein as, you said it, you love it. It's, I can see it, Germany. While Aizamk, I think chat predicted this one, is playing Inca.
Yeah,
So,
you guys just knew what was going to happen, didn't you? Very impressive.
um, so let's jump right at it. While
Sorry,
I
prediction again.
check.
Finally, something new. Kaiser Germany. Yeah.
Good one, similar. So the game has just started. This is Scandinavia, and while you guys are, while I'm looking at the game, let me show you real quick what Scandinavia is with a lovely video made by McLeaves and voiced over by Lopsided Fluff.
A bountiful sea on each side of the Scandinavian peninsula and an abundance of natural resources on the landmass provide a variety of ways for players to boost their economy. There are always two trade routes here. They can spawn either along the coasts or behind each team's base.
All right. Thank you, McLeaf, for this wonderful video. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the fourth and maybe final game of this series between Kaiserklein and Aizamk on the map Scandinavia. So on the northeast of the map, playing as Germany, we have Kaiserklein leading 3-0 in this series. And on the southwest part of the map, we have Aizamk playing as the Inca. We on the map Scandinavia. McLeaves and Lopsided Fluff already told you everything about this map, but what do you think about the matchup, McLeaves?
The matchup. Well, I'm not. I don't know these ships very well, to be honest. Both of these, it's just kind of tough for me.
So, in terms of Inca, surprisingly versatile Civ. Inca that is going to get buffed in the next patch. There were talks of the Huraka, which is the anti-artillery for the Inca being buffed to better serve a role as a makeshift culverin. You can boom with the Kensha House. You have decent native play. Although there is not a lot of natives on this map, only a safe House of Vaza. Do note that we have the safe TP version of Scandinavia, because you're gonna either have TPs along the sea or behind the base. So this is very good for Inca, that can really make use of a lot of their tempo, which are extremely strong. As we have a treasure contention.
Oh, look at that! Look at that! He's just yeah.
And
yeah.
Kaiserklein
Steal
gets
from
it.
Kaiserklein.
Oh
Man.
It's just
one day he won't get it, and he will be so mad.
you just can't win. The elephant being really pushed around by Kaiserklein this game. In terms of the decks, we have a silversmith deck for Germany. There are different ways to go about Germany. I think, if I remember correctly, Kaiserklein used to have the Uhlans here as his favorite strat, but I am not sure. But other than that, pretty much a standard deck. Again, if it ain't broken, don't fix it. And on Aizamk's part,
I would say that if it's broken, that's actually where you want to use it. But
right, a good one. I gotta say, yeah, good one. In terms of,
I got a chess key.
he's got the chess key buff. He's got interesting. He has the native treaties, but this was American allies has been nerfed. You can't use it anymore. So the best he can get is like a few Vaza skirms. That's it. I think that's a bit unfortunate, honestly. Maybe Aizamk running out of ideas on how to beat Kaiserklein, and Kaiserklein showing absolutely no mercy and just picking the main squeeze when he has 3 match points. Like, I don't know, maybe Kaiserklein has a train to catch or something, but he's wasting no time. He's just like, nope. In terms of Aizamk going up in H2 with the Chief, are people familiar with what the Chief does? I think it's the 2 builders, but I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, it should be the 2 builders, yeah.
So I expect to see a trade route being built.
Prediction? I started with prediction, I think.
In terms of
it
resources for Kaiserklein, the Quartermaster tried and true with circular, not circular, so Gangso in transition. I mean, as my good friend McLeish would say, if it's broken, don't fix it. So yeah, Kaiserklein going with what would seem to be the standard play. I fully expect to see maybe a Ulan semi-FF. Just to maybe Kaiserklein wants to make a statement.
Aufgabe? Ja. Jäger.
Since I messed up with the predictions, I'll make a new one for 2 minutes. So I think that's still reasonable.
Bereit.
As we have the first 2 Ulans popping off with the 3 settler wagons. Aizamk doing what I think is the llama trick. Yes. What would be Aizamk without some kind of livestock tech somewhere in the middle? So really good investment on the llama. Obviously the Ulans coming in and then coming out. He doesn't want to lose that Ulan. There's no benefit to gain from it. And yeah, the 2 builder Travois are here. The Tambos have been planted. Do you know that Kaiserklein has decided to not only build those 2 trading posts, but also to actually gather the wood to get the stagecoach. So Kaiserklein really doubling down on this trade route here, sending 700 coin, and I think using the trade line behind it to really make sure he can get to H3 fast. Interesting play on Kaiserklein's part, like deciding to sacrifice a bit of villagers second to just get them back in form of gold to age up faster. What do you think about it?
Yeah, I think that's pretty nice, and he's really got a fast age up. Exiled Prince, of course, and I wonder how far Inca is with the age up. He's going to get it in. Not quite as fast, but yeah, and Ulan's everywhere now. Might lose a Vil. No, he's fine.
Which seems like he's fine. Keep in mind also that the Explorer has a multiplier against Cap, because
Yeah.
this Explorer is essentially a pikeman. Albeit with
Might-
a lot
Oh,
more
the
XP.
Tambo killed the Ulan. No, that's quite clutch.
Feel the tempo. As we
Egypt coming in.
see Aizamk aging with the messenger, he doesn't want to lose any second.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Kaiserklein with for now no XP. Keep in mind these are stagecoached, and Kaiserklein does not want XP out of them. But Kaiserklein pretty happy to just spam batches of units right now. Adding war weapons to the mix, and I think he wants to go for a pretty mobile comp. And I fully expect, I fully expect to see veterancy on these ones pretty soon. Go ahead, please.
Yeah, here's the thing that Warbones have melee resist, so against Inca, those archers, I don't know whether it's really. Well, we'll see, I guess, but could be interesting.
Imagine being Aizamk right now. You are down 3 games in the best of 7, and Kaiserklein picks Germany. You're doing your thing, and Kaiserklein hits H3, and you know what's coming. It's not that it's the first time you see it, right? It's been 10 years plus you're playing against the guy. And the question you're asking for 10 years that you may not get the answer to even today is, how do I beat this? Just how?
Oh, look at this base there. Yeah.
And speaking of how to beat this, here it comes. 14 Ulans, war wagons on the way through from the shipments already being here. And
I think we need some bolas here.
bolas would indeed be a good idea, but can they come fast enough? That's the question. And
He's not shooting bolas, he's going for Chimu. He's got a raid, he's got a Vil.
nice exchange. I mean, 1 Chimu for 1 Vil is definitely good.
1 Chimu for 1 Vil. It's 1 Vil for 1 Chimu. Probably going to be more, and 2 houses. He lost 2 Kansha houses. Let's not forget that. That's like 2
That
Vils.
is true.
Man,
And right
look at the
now,
amount of food he's got. What?
yeah, I think this is because all the while these guys were, churning up food, and he has the buff, the Chincha Brewing buff, and yeah, I mean, he lost his Chimu raid, and 1 Chimu for 1 Vil was good, but 5 Chimu for 1 Vil suddenly seems like a sour trade, and that's not even
And
counting
losing
the
to
houses
houses
that you said. Yeah.
Oh, that was beautiful. He
That's
kicked that one
micro.
Ulan and just... Oh no, he's going to get gold
The
anyways.
thing is, yeah, the war wagons are here, and fun time is over.
He's got a big button available, so I suppose.
Oh, this food don't go to waste, that's for sure. But can he just do something about the sheer mass of units Kaiser has?
It's so crazy how strong Germany is in H3.
And my guess is next shipment is Cap Combat. You have so much stuff being buffed by that. It's ridiculous.
One wall wagon going down there.
He's doing a good job of focusing the wall wagons anytime he can. Quick 45 XP gathered by Aizamk. All the while, the Chimus are doing a good job and trying to snag, little pockets of Ulans where they can, but this cannot really last for so long until, you're just out of luck and you have to defend your country.
And look how fast he sieges those houses too. Like, Man, who says Germany's not good at sieging? I suppose he's just having an
Oh,
amazing master.
and look at that, the two groups. Kaiserklein making sure he idles pretty much all of Inca's economy, to be honest. Inca raiding party coming up. I think Aizamk is trying to look for a surround here, and he could very well get it. As the
he's
surround
got
comes from the tempo. I completely forgot it was a shipment point.
Really nice, really nice. I don't know whether
Really,
this will be enough.
really nice. And wait, that might even be a wipe.
No, I don't think it'll be a wipe, but it was certainly not the worst trade ever. You know, I think there's still an Ulan in the back. In the...
Oh yeah,
no.
you're right.
Just that one guy, just annoying. Oh, the
I
bikes are
just
leaving.
didn't realize it.
Oh
Oh no!
Oh goodness.
Oh, and would you look at that? Oh come on! He micros this, and at the same time he micros this one Ulan to wipe the entire coin mine. You've got to be kidding me. And look at how many units he had to divert,
Well,
and he still kills the
run into
bill.
the.
And at that point,
oh come on! Wow, and even that one goes down. Insane. Still 34 vills on Inca spot, but man. And with the counters, I would say the eco is still kind of equal, but Germany has better shipments.
Germany has better shipments, and like
and a better army at the moment.
Raqqa has been set, or maybe he already lost them, because I don't see them on the military. And I mean, at that point,
that's going to be problematic.
What do you do at that point? I'm not gonna lie. Oh, and that, ladies and gentlemen, the disrespect.
He's back in.
The trading
post. No, really?
The trading post.
Oh, I love this. That is such. What a move.
Yeah.
Alright, with 14 war wagons, 9 Ulan, but more importantly, 3 trading posts. I think Kaiserklein is in prime spot to just war wagon his way into a 4-0 victory on the best of 7. Will Kaiserklein go for stagecoach? That's the question. Adding salt on the wound and war wagon on the town centers, as Kaiserklein decide to go for the last push. What might be the last push of this match.
Oh man. I suppose I'll be home for dinner. What a strong play for Kaiserklein with Germans there. That was really impressive.
And actually, Kaiserklein moving back, being afraid of the bullets.
Losing a few vills there. Wow, that was like 4 vills there.
Also, keep in mind that he upgraded those war wagons. They have 18 range, so there's pretty much nothing except the archers, and even then, that outrange the war wagons. And I'm not even sure. I think the archers have like 17 range in this trade. Yeah, 17 range. The dragoons are outranged in the skirmishes.
My goodness. You wanted to do a Vil pull, and then the Ulans came in just at that moment. Oh man, what a... There's so many Ulans on low HP, but you just can't kill them. The war wagon's just screening everything and just doing all the damage. What a unit that is.
as we have like villagers trying to pop in and out of the tent center like crazy, trying so hard to just save this game, to rip off this game for the clutches of defeat, but I don't think that will be enough. And Aizamk has to abandon his town center. I think Kaiserklein, yeah, and Aizamk calling it best of 7, won 4-2-0 by Kaiserklein on 4
Yeah, I think,
amazingly micro victories.
yeah, I think the trade line was really what uh, made Germany, um, so strong in this map and matchup. It just helped
Well,
them so much.
we can see, look at
Because
those 3
normally
resources.
you'd have to send 700 wood and stuff, and he could just skip it with the trade line.
And like there are different things obviously being shipped. I think Kaiserklein sent 700 resources through shipment. Aizamk sent also 700. So they sent the same amount of resources as free resources that are count. All the rest of the difference is actually the trade line. This is how much of an impact it had. It's about 2,000 resources. So when I asked you if it was worth it like 10 minutes ago, I think we can definitely say that 2,000 resources feels really worth it.
And being able to skip the wood shipments to send the units instead is also just insane. Like it's so good.
And when we look at the military, I mean, this was Kaiserklein's moment. Like he had absolutely zero mercy for Asa right there, um, just slamming the main squeeze down on Aizamk. That was already behind three wins, obviously. So it was really well played by Kaiserklein. Do you want to add anything else, McLeese?
No, just perfect play by Kaiserklein. Amazing. And of
All
course, very
right.
well played by Aizamk as well. And
I mean, that level of play would have pretty much crushed anyone but Kaiserklein or maybe Revnak. But that was Aizamk didn't throw. He played like a world-class level of game. Let's say it. It's just Kaiserklein was just fully prepared and like about 100%, even making walls of all things. Let me put you guys in transition mode real quick while I update the final scoreboard of this match. So, folks, there you have it. We have our best of 7 done. Kaiserklein wins 4-0 with a quick victory in H2 with H2 France against USA with a Merc build. Then Brits with Longbow gets beaten back by Kaiserklein doing the Bow Enjoyer build. Aizamk counterattacks trying an aggressive Bowpike Sweden against Kaiserklein, surprisingly turtly Dutch, even though, as we say, Dutch is a very defensive civilization. And while Aizamk was on the verge of defeat, Kaiserklein decided to really press his advantage and play the main squeeze Germany in a blitzkrieg victory against Inca. All right, folks, this was the 4 games. Do you have anything to add, McLeaves, before we close that out?
very good. No, just a very good remark from Ola Amigos in chat. Can we bribe Kaiser to stream? Very good question. I would. It would be pretty nice.
You
This
don't
was quite a good one.
you don't know it, Hola Amigos, but we actually bribed Kaiserklein with 4 admin wins, as you can see. so he could stream. So Kaiserklein has to stream now. That's how it works. So yeah, I see Aizamk is now in the chat. So Aizamk, do you have any comment for us before we close the stream? By the way, congratulations! Even though you were unlucky in this best of 7, you played, as we say, at a world class level. It's just that Kaiserklein was just unbeatable today. Elephant moving slowly today. It happens, man. It happens. Maybe you'll be a charging elephant next time. All right. Well, with all that done, the nice and last thing I have to do is to thank all of you for watching, along with the partner clans. Let me fetch them partner clans real quick. So, oh, it's not in the pin message. So let me just thank already all of you guys watching today. All the people in the chat commenting. I was not too concentrated in the chat, but I gotta say, I think the chat was super well behaved. Not much toxicity, just joking around and a nice bit of banter, and that's something we really enjoy to see. Really, it's really
Chat was lit
nice.
today, really good.
Yeah. So good job, guys, on having such a nice chat and having so much pleasure with us today, as I think we all had. Let me find the partner clan. If you can find them, please. I'm trying to find them, but it wasn't a pinned message to make sure I'm not forgetting anyone, because if I just say, oh, let's thank the partner clan, which is just and only Sunbros, people might get mad at me for some reason.
Yeah. Shout out to Sunbros, everyone. Bye. I think is it the other communities chat? I mean, we're really the professionals here.
Yeah, professional casting here. While we are searching for who are our partners, so very, very professional. There it is. So I want to have a thank for all the Isak partner clan. Yuki's Cuties, Biblioteca, Free Food Party, Age of Sunbros, Nicias Fire Pit, the House of Jaeger, the AOMC Treaty Community, Royal Clan, and the AOE3 Game Archive. Thank you so much for these partner clan, for relaying the information about ESOC and the tournaments. We are trying really hard to revive these Saturday SmackDowns, to really have these awesome moments we used to have before DE, and it's thanks to you guys that we can do that again and have a blast and see this amazing player going at it. So thank you again. And I hope you enjoyed, and we'll see you all next time.